Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more Forage Wizard. Interesting thing, I have a perk that makes it so whenever these things burn fuel, they'll occasionally pop out of coal. I feel like some of these design choices work really well in a vacuum of ideas, but in practice, once you actually are like running much of the game in a fully automated way, some of these ideas actually do start breaking down a little, and it's kind of funny and also slightly messy in an annoying way, but anyway, it's not a problem. Like, we're going to be done with this before any of this is an issue, so let's grab Alluring Woods, gives us more flowers. I don't know, I don't care. Anyway, let's give this guy the rest potion. I remember now, that frog is a ruffian. He demanded I teach him to become the Forage Wizard so he could steal the blessed turnip. But only the blessed turnip can choose the next Forage Wizard, so he attacked me and froze me into a stone. I can feel that my powers have waned. The turnip has transferred its blessing to you. You must defeat that frog to retrieve the amalgamation recipe hidden in our tower. Beware of his tricks. Here is a blueprint for a weapon to defeat him. I'm tired now. Let me rest. Turret tower. Just point gun. It's huge, too. Alright. Well, the problem is, it's right next to where I put my well. Can I just park this right outside now? This is an inconvenience. No. Please. I mean, maybe I don't have to build this anywhere? Where do I have to build this? I don't know. Do I just build it over yonder? I'll build it over here because reasons. Okay, so we need 20 cut stone. Am I just going to beat this in like 20 minutes? That is a possibility. Well, in that case, I'll just tack this onto the previous video. So, I need to make some kind of weird blood elixir. Blood moon elixir. So it needs a bunch of mushrooms, a bunch of these. Oh, it's just blood moon elixir. Makes sense. It's all the things I have to kill. So I need to make how many of these? Ooh. All right, so I'm going to need 25 mushrooms. Let's see, 15 slime. 15 slime is pretty easy to do. There we go. Put that there. Let's see. Probably also get some more slime to make some more bottles. Let's keep up the trend. Because I'm going to need some amount. Let's see. So I might as well just have a full stack of 30 that we drop off. Let that stack up, and then we go get more blood. Yeah, the mushrooms, I think, are going to be the slowest part, just because they only drop one thing at a time, and they spawn kind of slow. It's not that bad. Let's see. So mushrooms, got the slimes. Yeah, I'll also need a fair bit more of these. I think I'm going to need 17. So I guess let's just work on that. I guess I'll just put that there. Yeah, so the one problem... the problem with me using the auto-clicker to fight these things is if I'm near any of my industrial machinery, they're just going to hoover it up. And then I'm going to have to figure out where the heck my stuff went. Well, let's get some more thread for reasons. Yep, that's got some. There we go. Okay. That should be good enough. And then it's just the mushrooms. Oh. We are finally out of wood. so I can finally start cleaning up this mess. Yeah. Could have done this a little bit better, but that's okay. Okay, so we still also need to get a sun core. Well, I guess we'll leave that for a bit. Oh, actually, first let's bring this up here, drop it off. So then is the amalgamation, the last thing that I need. Okay, so if I'm going to need, oh boy, 25 of these, this is going to take a while. Like, not too bad, but I don't know. Still wish I could just put like a harvester beam right next to each of these spots. I don't know. Like, is it weird to say that I wish I actually had less to do in this game? Or more per se, I wish there were more things that I could do to automate myself out of having to do any kind of repetitive work. Just because, like, so many other games don't let you do that, kind of feels like this is a weird, I want to say fantasy exactly. But to be able to kick back and relax that much. Okay, all 25. That should give me the blood potions. And I could make another one of these. I don't know. It goes fast enough. Let's see, mage gloves. I guess I'll grab the mithril. The other thing I've kind of noticed in this game is that a lot of resources, you kind of only need them for like a handful of things. A lot of the base components you need oodles of. But the like magic metal is really only used for a couple of upgrades. Same thing with the fertilizer, which I think is fine. Let's see, primordial cube hits are stronger. Let's see, chance the 2 mithril produced, but like, eh. Yeah, shroomlings spawn faster, so that's good. I just also don't think we need it. There's a possibility that was like one of the last shroomling hits I need. But I think also part of my detachment is due to the fact that I am using a clicker to speed things along, and that an amount of the things that I would find slow or frustrating or I don't want to say challenging, because clicking isn't really challenging per se. But the things that would have slowed down this playthrough the most, I can just sidestep and not care about. Which feels strange, but fine. I guess it's one of those where it's like hard to criticize a game where I've kind of completely sidestepped one of the main core gameplay elements. Let's see. It'd be like trying to it'd be like trying to criticize like the long dark after let's see. They're criticizing the long dark after turning off like the ability to feel cold in the game. Like, of course it's going to feel strange and off-putting and not quite right. Okay, that'll get me what I need. I'm just going to need water. This actually works out really well. Kind of. Okay, right. I'm going to need 10 crystal. Let's see. We'll be done with the Inferno shortly. Put that there. And then we want another Cosmos Elixir. So 2 of these. Oh, none of those. Unfortunately, I do notice that that has a tendency of giving me, like whenever I'm trying to grab one thing, it's always a little tricky. I always kind of wish grabbing stuff accelerated. This, oh yeah, this is stacked up. I guess because we're not using any of it, so it's just sitting there. Let's see. Then I need 9 flowers. I don't know. I'm thinking about how, like, wanting the auto harvesters for the slimes and the spirits and the mushrooms and stuff. I think it's one of those where it's just like, it's odd that I can automate most things, but not that. Same thing with the well water. Like, pumps are one of the most, like, normal things in existence as far as, like, human technology goes. We were inventing pumps early, from what I remember. I mean, like, as soon as we started actually dealing with machines. Even before that, we had aqueducts and all sorts of other ways of getting water automatically without having to carry a bucket home. And so it's one of those where it's like, I don't necessarily begrudge the lack of the technology, but some of the oversights end up coming off as a little weird. Not necessarily problematic, just a like, man, I wish there was a thing here that should exist, but doesn't. It is one of those where I do wonder if the developer is just going to come back and add some more like automation options as a result of me or other people talking about it, but I think that's like the true lasting complaint I'd have for this. That and the fact that the soundtrack has been one song on loop for the past 5-6 hours. Which isn't too bad, it's easy to forget about, but every once in a while when I'm like sitting with my thoughts, I'm like, oh, this song is still going. But again, indie development is hard. Hiring a musician is not cheap. And now we've got the laser tower, which just shoots him from afar. Phew. Wait, did we just kill the guy? Please, please spare me. I'll run away and never return. Let him run off. He's no threat at all. It's time for you to finish your quest and enter the vault of the blessed Turnip. The Turnip has chosen you to uphold my legacy. That's your own choice to make. No one can choose your path but yourself. Please bring me a woodland heart, and I'll teach you the final recipe. Okay, so woodland heart. Nope, that's one of the things I make here. Do we ever need... Oh, growth engine was for something else, and I have no idea what the runic tablet requires. Well, this is dang easy. But I mean, like, that's been this whole game. Okay. 3 of these. 2 mandrakes. A bottle. And then 3 mushrooms. You've lived long enough. Yeah, I have no idea what the runic tablet is for. Let's see. While we're at it. So I'm going to need... Oh, more of those. Yeah, I'm going to need slimes. Could also just harvest wood until the whole game breaks. And go back to alchemizing that. Same thing, you know, if we're talking automation and stuff, same thing kind of goes with the leaves. I'm really surprised that we didn't have, like, an auto harvester for the wheat and stuff. But also for, like, a machine that just grows a bush and then just shakes it repeatedly for leaves every once in a while. It's not a huge oversight, and it's not a huge problem. It's easy enough to get both of these, but it feels like the game is taunting me a little bit by not letting me automate a noticeable portion of the game. Okay. Let's go over here. And that... It would be like if Satisfactory, but Satisfactory or Factorio, but there was like a couple recipes that you could only handcraft for some reason. It would feel off. Okay. Luckily, also isn't a problem, like... hardly holds us back, just slows us down a little. It's mostly just something that I have to every once in a while, like periodically. Oh, did we break the chain on this? We did. I'm pretty sure these are the wells. Well, I sure hope this is pointing in the right direction. Yeah, it looks like it is. Perfect. Yeah, I guess moving it downwards broke it. That's okay. Is this done? Almost. Okay, Woodland Heart. Well, that was it. Now we have the amalgamation altar. Okay, so we're gonna need another cosmos. Let's see. 2 more of these, another bottle. I'm glad that this isn't doing that thing where it's you get to the end of the game and like the recipes get just that much more expensive. Like obviously we're having to probably grab a little bit more than we were grabbing earlier, but the resource curve here ain't bad. It's not like it requires 50 gold to turn into, you know, or I don't know, 500 mana bricks or... I'm trying to think of good examples of this. Satisfactory is probably a good example where, yeah, the requirements to do certain things got increasingly expensive as you went along, and so you needed bigger and bigger factories to be able to provide all of them, which is mostly fine, but it just felt overwhelming after a while. But maybe I just need to go back and play some more Satisfactory. It is a series I want to do on this channel at some point. My immediate problem is I kind of don't want to do Satisfactory alone. Oh, that's it? Another one of these? Okay, well. So I'm going to need 2 Inferno potions. Oh, I guess I overgathered the flowers. Oh, I'm going to need 3 Inferno potions. Let's see, 15 coal. And then 3 bottles. There we go, let those go. So while we're at it, we need 15 ash. And 15 of this stuff. Okay, I've got plenty of coal. Let's see. Let's let that stock up. Let's see. Start working on that. Oh, but I'm going to need the Cosmo Elixir as well. I think maybe my true complaint I bring up with this, which this is going to sound like a very common complaint with me. There isn't a whole lot of agency for what I've been doing. That I've largely just been kind of following a bunch of scripted stuff. I like the fact that I was able to build kind of the factory I wanted to. Nope, I was 1 shy. But that each and every one of these requirements has just been fulfill this quota. You know what? Maybe that's fine. I don't know. It just, for how much, like, open-ended factory building there is, there wasn't really much need for it. You know, I effectively just automate some of the basic resource chains. And even then I didn't need to. I could have just used the eternal coal and it would have probably been fine. You know, it's not like I'm ever going to use the 99 bricks. I could have probably just had a bin that held 20 and maybe had an easier time. Maybe. Okay, so we want to switch back to Cosmo Elixir. Oh, well, that's convenient. I already have enough flowers. Okay, gotta remember to grab the ash. Make sure it's still able to produce. And then dump this here, and get the amalgamation, and then we're done? So yeah, I guess I'll just stitch this onto the previous episode. Unless there's another stage to this, which there might be. There is a bar below this, so yeah, this might be okay. So I guess I was talking about how some of these games just kind of make you do a bunch of stuff to kind of stretch the game out a little bit more and also kind of tax you. I think this is exactly one of those situations. Yeah, that bar below kind of implies that we're going to be here for a little while. It's fine. I think the big issue is the alchemy bottleneck, because I don't want to make another one of those. Another one of these living cauldrons. But maybe I should. Oh, they're easy enough. They're easy enough. Okay, fine. We're just going to hook this back up. Let's see, and go back to slapping slimes. That's something I probably should have been doing this entire time. But, eh. Okay, get that. Oh, not that. This. There we go. Probably just stage 1, right? Yeah. Okay, I mean, nice part is I have been automating almost every single one of these things, so this is really not slowing me down. So I need 3 of these plus... or 3 gears. Oh, the rope situation is the problem. Because, yeah, I have not been generating ropes. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to get each and every one of these stages. It's fine. But yeah, I think this is going to be its own episode because it actually looks like this is going to take a while. This is not going to be a quick conversion of resources. So I guess we'll finish this up for next time. Anyway, I guess... is it 15 or is it 10? I don't know, I'll have 15. It was 15. We need 5 more mushrooms. There we go. And yeah, nice part is everything that I could have automated for the most part is fully automated here, so it's just a matter of going through the motions, finishing things up. It would have been bad if I was trying to kind of manually handle all of this. Right from the jump, stubbornly refusing to put together any resource chains. Because I could see this being more of a drudge if I had to fuel everything. Still slightly is, but kind of knew I was getting into this when I started. Okay. 10 of these. Oh, right, I was going to get 3 more. Keep that cycling. 5 of these. Drop this off. Grab the rest of those. Yeah. I guess I'll just grab the 6 of these that I need. Or do I already... no, I only have 1 made. Yeah, so we'll have to wait a little bit more. Okay, the remaining 2. It is producing. I guess I just have to periodically grab and drop things off here. The other thing I could do is just build a much larger network of these. But that also sucks, and is completely unnecessary. And it's a good thing I've also just been randomly fueling these machines, knowing I might need a bunch of them for some reason. Oh, this means I should probably also start preemptively getting some gold. Because I'm either going to need the gold, or I'm going to need the magic bars, or both. And that is going to be slightly frustrating. Yeah, because it's probably going to ask me for, like, at least 10 of everything. Oh, well, that's a decent amount of gold stacked up. But just dump it here anyway. And do the same thing with the iron. If we can't, nope. Yeah, we don't want to have more than 30 of any one resource. Okay, and I'll just need like 8 of these. Grab the rest. Yep. And yeah, these guys I can probably just manually slap. There we go. Okay. And dump this over here. Perfect. Alright. We are... Oh gosh, we are a fair ways in. I only made one of these because I'm waiting for... I think I'm waiting for rope. There we go. That's what I get for splitting up my recordings. I have been on the back foot for days now. The series has been kind of a blessing, though, because I needed something to record that was easy, because I had sliced up a finger, which is, you know, not fun. And so I've been trying to figure out... I've been trying to let it rest as much as possible. I'm going to need more bottles, so we're going to go get more slime. This goes? Yeah, that is going. Perfect. I was washing a knife, and it slipped, and... messed me up. I think I already talked about this. I'm not sure. Medical issues are a giant pain in the butt whenever I'm, like, when it comes to my job. Other people can just take, like, a day or a week off, but for me, it's not like I have coworkers to pick up the slack. I can't just, like, come back to my work, you know, 2 weeks later refreshed, because usually at that point the algorithm is like, oh, nobody watches Wander anymore. Alright, their channel's dead, bye. And, like, recovering from that is really hard. And I don't feel like putting myself up to that. Let's see. Grab some more of these. I want to make sure this is stocked. Looks like it is. Let's see. Did we get it? Yeah. Perfect. Next stage. So 15 coins, 5... Okay. 5 treasure elixirs. That means I'm going to need another 15 coins. Okay. Oh, I actually have a decent amount. All I need right now is coal. Well, easy enough to get a ton of those. Okay, so what do we want to do? Sell coal... Sell bricks. Bricks, planks, and gears? Okay, 4 bricks, 6 planks. And then 3 gears. It does strike me I kind of overproduced a lot of these things, but that's okay. Alright. There's... I mean, most of the coins. Oh. In retrospect, I'm not actually supposed to be smelting all of these, am I? Oops. and pull all these out. Because, yeah, I only need to put in 15 of them. There we go. And then the other stuff I can just put over here. Who knows what I'm going to do with those. Okay, so I need 25 mithril. Nope, that ain't it. There we go. Is that good enough? Great. And I need 25. Let's see. I'm just going to grab every bottle, put it over here. I'm going to need more slime, but I can wait a little bit on that. We need 25 crystals, which really were not an issue. Like some of these resources are so niche. Alright, that should be going. So now I just need to find coins. That's easy. That's kind of a pain. Let's see. I guess I'm going to do the flowers. Because the other one is even more punishing, kind of, sort of. Like, potions making a bunch of money is kind of nice, but I should see if there's a upgrade that lets me get more than one of these for harvest. I didn't see it. There we go. Okay, so 6 glass and 4 eternal coal. There we go. I think I only need like 10. Oh, I only needed 5. Okay, that's good. We've got 2 of these, so now I need... Let's see, is that 5 of the magic bars? Luckily, we've got tons of those. The nice part is, I really did kind of I saved myself a ton of work by automating all of these things. Maybe it required a little bit of, like, front-loaded effort, and I probably could have automated more. Let's see. So we need 2 more. I have just enough of everything. Perfect. So we're just waiting for that. I could have automated more, specifically like routing coal up to a couple of these locations. That probably would have been helpful. Let's see. I can just dump those off there. It's an easy use of it. It's 5 coins for 50 air essence. The problem is, like, there's no point. I will never need... Oof. Oh, that one's toast. Oh, wait. I can just request new deals. Sick. There we go. Just let these go. I was worried for a second that there was going to be no way for me to, like, reset that. Though there was some question of, am I even going to need coins at this point? I'm actually not sure. Okay. So whatever the red potion is... Ah. I was wondering about these runic tablets. Let's see. Shadow essence. So we're actually going to need a fair bit here. Let's work on the perfect spheres. Okay, how many of these red potions? I'm going to need 3. So I'm going to need, I mean, let's just grab probably a full stack, because I think I'm going to need more potions anyway. I still feel like this could have had more automation options. The getting to the end game, I really feel like should have had some fun late game tech. Namely the fact that I still have to manually harvest all of these slimes and mushrooms and stuff. It's not bad, but it still feels like being able to... I would much rather spend an even longer amount of time automating the ability to... Let's see, I'm going to need 9 in there, and then I can dump the rest over here. I would rather have a game that actually takes longer to beat, but I can automate my way. Let's see. So I'm going to need 14 of these spirits. Automating like little clockwork nights to come out and harvest these fields, or you know, move resources around, or let's see, or you know, pick up mandrakes for me and put them in chests, or move items from like one chest to the next. That it's not like strictly bad to be in this situation where it's like, okay, I have to manually get all these things. It is technically faster than doing that, but it doesn't feel as satisfying because I'm not doing anything exciting here. I'm just waving my hand at little mushrooms. Building a giant network of like transport towers is satisfying. You know, it'd be like if Satisfactory had infinite carry capacity. It's like, okay, sure, I can carry 10 million stacks of iron plates on me at once, but that's going to feel vastly inferior to me just putting down a conveyor belt and having to move those slowly over the course of hours and hours and hours. Let's see. That should be all. Okay, so we need 3 obsidian. No. Restock on this. And restock on this. Issue seems like it's... yeah, these things. I mean... I can just manually charge some of these. It's not like I need to be holding on to that many stacks. Let's see. What was I going to say about any of this stuff? I don't know. And so I think it's one of those where it feels like a missed opportunity to not have greater and deeper tech chains. On the flip side, like, I'm going to be done with this and probably within the next 30 minutes. And so it's like, maybe not having all that extra content is okay. I don't know. It feels weird to have an automation game that only has just enough automation for most of the things. Okay, so I need 10 cubes. Or no, sorry, 20 cubes. Let's just ring-a-ding this until we can have all 20. Oh, which means I should probably get 3 more here. Go with that. Because I'm going to need more of those anyway. And just bring these down. There we go. Okay, so that'll make the orbs. We've got all 3 of these potions. I'm going to need 5 of these. Oh, which is very easy. And then I'm going to need... okay, 50 of the cubes is a little on the steep side. Yeah, let's just restock these. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to put all 50 in, am I? So I'm going to have to work on that. Let's see. So I'm going to need 6 more flowers. Well, kind of lucky me to have a whole mess of... oh, right. I forgot we gather in an AoE. Not that that's particularly helpful here. Okay. Well, let's get some more slimes. Oh. Guess I might as well grab the 2 pristine orbs. And the more slimes for bottles. Because I think there might be one more stage after this one. Unless this is the last stage. I haven't been looking at the meter. But if I'm waiting for something to cook, I might as well go off and do something else. in the meantime. Otherwise, I'm just stealing from my future. Wasting time in such a way that it holds me back later. Something like that. I'm sure there's like a better phrasing, but eh. Okay. And then glass. Now I should put at least... There we go. Okay, there's the 2. We should have it start going into this one. So I'm going to need... Oh, I only need 2 of those. Oh well. It's fine. So those will be done shortly. I need cube. There we go. Bring him back. It looks like we're good there. This is slowly crafting. I guess I could have actually split these and have them both making the same recipes to speed things along just a little bit. Oh well. No, looks like we have at least 2 more steps after this one, which is... Oi? So yeah, I should probably use the second cauldron. What if I can actually route something into this? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it's making another one. I guess I overmade. Oh. It's not really a problem. Okay, so what do we have? Crystal generation speed, but yeah, we don't benefit from that. Cotton plant clicks are faster. Auto-clicking's faster. Auto-clicking mandrakes is faster. Mandrakes grow faster. Primordial cube is faster. Mithril node. The problem is, like, these are all just for the raw resources. None of these are actually making some of this stuff go faster. I mean, these 2 could be good, but I haven't needed it. Yeah, that just gives me earth solvent from shroomlings. AoE to attacks, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, sadly, there's, like, nothing here. Oh, no, that's the cutter to produce. Oh. Well, that works out. So, making the enchanter faster isn't a terrible idea. Okay, so we're going to need that. We are going to need a woodland heart, and we're going to need a growth engine. So we're actually going to need 2 woodland hearts. So that means I'm going to need a lot of rest elixir. Because I'm going to need 5? 5 of them? Okay, so that means 10 mandrakes. Let's see. 15 sap. Let's just get the mandrakes quick. There we go. Okay, now I just have to make sure I'm loading the correct ones. Then 15 mushrooms. Sad part is the bottleneck is not alchemy. The bottleneck is kind of the everything else around the alchemy. But at least once I can get these potions going, it's really the enchanter that's going to be the slow point. You know what? Let's go drop these off. And then come back for 6 more. Because I might as well let them spawn. Yeah, still wish that, like, defensive tower had somehow taught me how to also make an auto ballista. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to need 10 more mandrakes and a bunch of mulch. Do we have mulch? Okay, we don't have enough. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Mandrakes. Let's grab some leaves quick. I don't think we need huge amounts down here. And we have the wheat. I think I have plenty of earth essence. It seems like the issue might be the wheat here. Holding it back, but that's okay. That should be enough. If it's not, we're close. Make 2 of those. Drop these off. Okay, so I'm going to need 10 of these. And screw it. I'm just going to make a mess. Okay, there's 1. 2. Okay, then I'm going to need 6 flowers. Yeah, the alchemy portion's already done. So I guess I really didn't need those extra cauldrons. They didn't really make a difference. Okay, then I need a bunch of sprites. I know there were more upgrades for the sprites that might have made them worth it, but let's see, do I have enough? Yeah. Grab the 10. Perfect. That's actually too many. Put that there. So what are we missing? Nothing. This is enough. Okay. And unfortunately, I don't know what I need for the forest heart, so we're just going to have to wait for a little bit. Like, I could make another enchanter, but they take a while. Yeah, turret tower. Defeats Frogol. See, if the turret tower, as expensive as it is, if the turret towers also shot the slimes and the mushrooms, it'd be awesome. The slimes, the mushrooms, and honestly the wisps. Now, of course, trying to organize around, you know, sorting the wisp dust sounds like a nightmare. Oh, I need to make a sun core. Alright, well, it's fine. This is where having 2 is actually kind of nice. Okay. 2 of those, 10 cubes, 3 flowers. Easy peasy. Grab more. Might as well just fill them up. You never know what you're going to need. And so if I'm here, I might as well do it. Okay, 10 cube. So that's working. So I need 10 air, 2 fire. And some coal. Which conveniently is just littered on the ground. Okay, they're both going. So I'm also going to need 10 crystals. Drop these off. And we're just waiting for this one. Let's see. It really does make me want to play like a proper automation sim at some point. It's been too long. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember what else the thing requires. So I'm just going to have to wait. But, you know, doubling the speed of that really did make it easier. Okay, so we're switching back to the growth engine. So I'm going to need 1 industry elixir. Oh, well, that's easy. So, cut stone, rope, and a cog. Well, it'd be easy if I actually had any cogs remaining. Or not cogs, rope. That's the one thing I've been lazing about. Okay, 10 mithril. There's the rope. Perfect. Okay, and then I guess I'm just going to sit here and generate more wheat to turn into rope. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how many more industry elixirs I'm going to need at this point. But I might as well have these preset. I should have done this a while ago. Just once again wanting those like little minions to do it for me. Okay, there we go. I just give this guy a job. Hey, Pont, just come whack these wheat patches periodically. What are you even doing, sir? I do feel like this is kind of a wasted opportunity. And I think this is a problem with a number of games, incremental especially. I really wish there were, you could keep going past like the basic unlock system and even the talent tree system. Even if you don't need it, all of these extra, like, empty shops and upgrade altars and whatnot, you really could just have more. Just have them be kind of weirdly expensive so you have to pump endless amounts of resources into them. Did we finish? Where did it go? Oh, I see. Oh, is that it? We're done. What? Okay. Was that my mouse? Maybe? I thought it was panning down there for a reason. There was a grave. But it might have been my mouse was just off screen. I don't know. You descend into a steep darkness. You light your way ahead with the forest magic. The turnip is now before you. Are you going to steal it and claim its bounty? Or will you agree to protect the blessed turnip and become the Forage Wizard? That doesn't even give you the choice. I'm assuming your character becomes the Forage Wizard, considering that's the name. Yeah, I saw a lot of people specifically being like, isn't this just Click Mage again? And like, yeah, kind of. It's very much Click Mage, but with actual automation, which I like. I think my one problem with it, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's a clone, but like, games have been clones since the very beginning. Doom was riddled with copies. Chex Quest, one of my favorite games as a kid, was literally just Doom reskinned with cereal and goop. And it was amazing, because that's the thing. Like, on one hand, it's nice to let a game breathe and have a chance to, like, stand out amidst, like, a very tough competition. But on the flip side, iteration is how things improve and develop further than just whatever the original is. And so, like, I'll admit, I did not like Click Mage. I liked this. I thought this was mostly fine. I think, once again, main issue is just I wanted the automation to go that much further. I wanted... one other small thing I didn't talk about in the video is I really wish the transfer beams between the pylons actually showed the resources floating along. I think that would have been really nice. But for a, like, first attempt incremental game, at least for as far as I know, I don't know if this developer has made anything else beforehand. And what else? Yep, no, this is their first game, at least under Lost Maxim on Steam. But like, this is a solid start. What I would love to see is more. You know, just get way deeper into the automation or the upgrade systems, or kind of both. You know, let it go crazy, but let it have kind of requirements to need that crazy. Because incremental games have felt really locked by Cookie Clicker and Node Buster. And I want to see more incremental games that do this, that have an actually high degree of interaction and agency. I just want more, frankly. I want incremental games to actually be games as opposed to just fidget spinners for people that want something to brain off and watch number get big. And I feel like this is a good step in that direction, and I sincerely hope Lost Maxim decides to actually, you know, keep going with this. I wouldn't say like Forage Wizard 2 exactly, but if they want to go for like another game in this genre, I'm going to play it in a heartbeat. I just want to see it go like that much deeper, that much more interesting, and maybe have some actual meaningful choices, because the only choices I was really making was just like where I put my factory and why. And like, it would be kind of neat if there was like, okay, am I going to build this whole factory to make a bunch of little like clockwork minions to move around and move resources for me? Or do I just stick to the conveyor beams or something like that? And little stuff like that I think would go really far, or kind of mix and match between the two. Or other things. I don't know. I think I'm always kind of hoping for some level of roguelike-ishness with these, because I would love it if more incremental games had that roguelike element, where it's like my playthrough is slightly different, because right from the get-go I just unlocked the recipe for instant resource teleportation between chests or something like that. And then I have this like whole crazy teleport network instead of even thinking about any of the other tech. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, you know, my playthrough is completely different from somebody else who like got the all of your clockwork bots are half as expensive, half as fast, and half as large, and so they just have like a sea of them running around doing chores for them or something like that. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential there, and I recognize that's extra development. I'm probably asking too much, but it's one of those where it's like, I feel like if we could start getting games like that within the incremental genre, it would pop off even harder than they already are. Maybe. Anyway, I guess with all that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to play next. Maybe I'll pop back to Digimon for a while.